Picture yourself in the Roman Forum at dusk. The air is alive with noise, merchants haggling, children shouting, soldiers laughing over their cups of wine. A stranger locks eyes with you, steps closer, and hurls an insult sharp enough to draw a crowd's attention. All eyes fall on you, waiting for the reply. But instead of speaking, you hold your tongue. The insult dies in the air, and the stranger looks unsettled, as if robbed of victory. The Stoics believed silence was not absence but power. Seneca wrote, "Silence is a lesson in itself." In a world where quick replies and constant chatter dominate, the ability to stay quiet is rare. And rare things hold value. Let's explore 5 moments when silence shows its true strength and how the Stoics can guide us to practice it today. The first moment is when anger rises in your chest. You know it well. A driver swerves into your lane. A coworker mocks your idea in front of others. A loved one snaps and strikes your pride. The natural reaction is to fight back, to make your words sting as much as theirs. But Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. If you lash out, you surrender control and mirror the very behavior that wounded you. Silence offers something anger never can: space. Picture sitting at the dinner table, a family member criticizing you unfairly. The words cut and everyone waits for your reply. Instead, you breathe. You stay still. Your silence breaks the cycle. Hours later, you realize you carry no regret for words spoken in heat. Modern life hands us countless sparks. Impatient drivers, rude comments online, sharp messages on our phones. Silence is the bucket of water that keeps sparks from turning into fire. Anger passes, regret lingers. Silence saves you from both. And when the fire cools, another test appears: the temptation of gossip. Our second practice is silence when gossip tempts your lips. Gossip feels harmless, even bonding. A colleague's clumsy mistake, a friend's private struggle, a neighbor's messy marriage. Sharing these stories makes us feel included, part of the circle. But Epictetus warned, if it does not concern you, do not speak of it. Gossip ties us to what is small and erodes trust quietly. Think of the office break room, where coworkers whisper about someone not present. You sip your coffee, hearing the laughter, and the temptation comes to add your voice. But you don't. You let the silence speak for you. At first it feels awkward. Later, it builds respect. You become known as the one who can be trusted, who doesn't spread shadows. Even in friendships, silence has weight. A friend shares a personal secret with you. Weeks later, you're asked about it. Your silence honors their trust, showing that your word holds. When you resist gossip, you protect not only others but yourself. You choose to spend your energy on things that matter, not on whispers that dissolve in the air. And once you've resisted gossip, another challenge comes: the urge to speak before you truly understand. The third moment comes when you're tempted to speak without knowledge. You're in a meeting, and a difficult question is asked. Silence stretches. Everyone looks around. The urge rises. Say something, anything, to fill the gap and look capable. But silence is often the ally of wisdom. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, said, "Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue." Mistakes of words linger longer than stumbles of action. Imagine a friend confides a deep struggle, expecting advice. Instead of rushing into half-thought answers, you listen. You nod. You wait. In that silence, your friend feels heard. In the digital age, silence matters even more. A heated online debate tempts you to comment quickly, to win the argument, but choosing silence prevents you from being pulled into endless back and forth. It protects your peace. Over time, silence in uncertainty builds a reputation. When you speak less often, people lean in when you do. They know you've thought before opening your mouth. That restraint is power. From silence and confusion, let us move to silence as a shield in conflict. The fourth way silence is strength is in the middle of conflict. Arguments are like fires. Every word of anger is fuel. Stop feeding it, and the flames die. Seneca observed, "A quarrel is quickly ended when one remains silent." Silence can disarm more effectively than sharp replies. Picture an argument at home. Voices rise, tempers flare, and you feel the swell of words in your throat, ready to clash. But you stop. You remain silent, steady as a rock in a storm. At first, others may shout louder, frustrated by your calm, but soon they are forced to confront their own words without your contribution. The wheel of conflict slows. In the workplace, silence during heated moments works the same. When a colleague lashes out, your calm silence prevents escalation. Later, your restraint often earns respect, while their outburst lingers in memory. Silence in conflict is not surrender. It is strength under control. It is a choice to value peace over momentary victory. And when the noise fades, silence takes on one last form: humility. The final moment is when silence protects humility. Pride tempts us to parade knowledge, to correct every error, to announce our worth. Yet the wise know their value does not need constant defense. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not waste time proving what a good man you are." Consider a meeting where someone takes credit for work you quietly contributed to. You could object loudly, claiming your share. Instead, you stay silent. In time, the truth emerges, and your dignity remains intact. Or imagine a dinner with friends. Someone misquotes history or philosophy. The urge is strong to correct them, but you don't. You let it pass. In that silence, you preserve harmony. In that silence, you preserve harmony. Your restraint shows greater wisdom than the correction would. Humility grows through silence. It proves you do not need every victory, every acknowledgement, every correction. In time, people respect your quiet strength far more than loud displays. From anger to humility, silence threads its power through the fabric of life. Return to the Roman Forum. The insult still hangs in the air, but you have not answered. The crowd loses interest, the stranger fades into the noise, and you remain untouched. The Stoics knew that silence is not emptiness but presence. It is the pause that carries wisdom, the stillness that holds strength. In anger, silence keeps your dignity. In gossip, it guards your trust. In uncertainty, it makes your words heavier. In conflict, it ends the fire. In pride, it builds true humility. Today, as you move through your life, notice the moments when words rise to your lips. Ask, does this need to be said, or would silence serve better? Silence will not always be easy, but it will always be powerful. Which Stoic way would you try first? Share it in the comments. I might read yours next time.